Hello friends, today I'm going to explain how to make ASP.NET web pages. To open a new one, just go to file, then new, then you have this website here, so go to that website and you can create it. So this is my website. I just created this thing to open to manage the employee database or something. So I'll just first run it. So this is my main page. So in main page I have login. First we'll register something like David, then your password, then any register number, then salary, phone number. So if I give differently, see, it says re-enter password because the password you have given is not there. So Joe and submit. So I've submitted it. So we'll open it. So these are all the values I entered. So username, register number, salary number. So if I want to update my password, so I'll update it. So update password, updated successfully. Then if I want to change my mobile number like 01, update mobile number, its mobile number is also updated successfully. So go back and see my mobile number is 1 now. So I'm just logging out. So if I want to log in directly here, if you want to see my admin page, so this is my admin page. So these are all the things who are all registered here. So just now we registered David. So David is already registered here. So if I want to like delete Hari, so I want to delete it. So Hari is deleted from my list. So I want to search Hari. So search option is not there because nothing is visible here. So if I want to search Sujain, so the username is Sujain, password is Joe, register number is something, and salary and mobile. So this I'm retrieving data. So if the admin want to enter something, so I'll just put Hari, something else type, then register number, then salary, then phone number is also 54. See, we have Hari done here. So this is how we can insert. So if I want to update it, so I'll just give any other name which I don't have to check whether mine is working properly or not. So user does not exist, so this user does not exist to update it. So we have Hari, and I want to enter password also, then submit it. So now see, the password is changed from before to now. So this is how I can do it. Then I can go for log out. So I'm just logging out. So this is how I create it. Now let's see the code. My first page has two buttons. One is login and this register. So I have for everything we need to use runnet server. If we don't use it runnet server, there will be no dynamic linking there. So I have this is my ASPX file. So page language, then auto event wire up true, then this will be my code file, inherits main. So this inherits my main file. So this is what. So what I see, let's see what is written here. So see, if I put user puts login underscore click, it goes to login.aspx, and if a user clicks on register, it goes to register.axpx. Now we'll see login.axpx. In login.axpx, here I have a label. I have label, a username, and a text box called user, both at run at serve, and NBS gives a space in normal things. Then I have ASP label, the same thing, password. See here, text mode is password. We can change it to different modes like numbers, text, single line, or many things we can change it. Multi lines also we can change it. So ASP button, I have login button, then this is for my I want to get any errors are there in the thing, so I want to get it. So 4 color will be red. So now we'll see the code inside. So this is my connection string, SQL connection. I'm just giving the connection string. My connection string is Joel. So if you want to see what is in the Joel, let's go to web config. So in web config, see here my name is here, then connection string is this one. So this all the connection string will be stored in Joel. So okay, login. So this is how we can also drag and drop using here. So this is here, I'll just open it. Sorry, yeah, this is thing. So this is how I open my connection, SQL connection. So these are the necessary sorry these are the necessary you need to include for using database connection. You need to include all these things. This is for my UI web controls, and this is for my web and other things. So these three must be included for your these three must be included for your database connection. So this is, so on page load I'm not doing anything. We'll see next. On page load I also did something else also, we'll see it next. So this is a session I used because I need to know which user is logged for the other pages also. So this session will store the username for some time till this session ends. So it holds the username, holds my username, and the password I'm getting it from password.text. So the password is my text box ID. So I'm checking if a password and username is Joel and password is Joe. Then I'm opening to admin page. So now we'll see admin page later. So this is my, and I'm checking it, select user password from employee is my table name, where user equal to use and password equal to pass dot connect. So this is how we need to write SQL command. This is my query, then which connection you're using it. So I'm just using SQL adapter and storing it in data table. I'm just using a disconnected database here. So if my rows are more than 0, then I'm opening user.aspx, otherwise I'm displaying a wrong entry. So we'll see user.axpx. So this is my user.axpx. You saw that name, register number, salary, and update, and long it. Okay, we'll see the main Java code. See, I'm just see how we can retrieve other session. See, case messaging, and see session username dot to string. So this is how we can retrieve the username further also for the next pages also, using that session username dot to string. So I'm using the query here on page load. So I can use it string dot where user equal to this. So I'm getting all the whole row of the user who logged in, and as execute. This is because this gives me data. I'm storing it in SQL data reader. While r.read, when it reads, I'm just storing name. R.0 will be name, r.1 will be my password, r.2 will be my r.2 will be my register number, 3 will be my salary, and fourth one will be my mobile number. So I'm just giving 0 name, then register number pass, and I'm giving register number here, then salary, then mobile number 2 here. So it shows it here. I'm closing the connection. When the user update user is clicked, so update user is clicked, I'm just going here. So I have two things. See, again I use that same session here. So I'm just updating. I'm just checking both the password, the user. If the user want to change the password, both the equal, then update employee dot set password p1 where user k. So I'm just checking where user is this. I want to change the password. So I'm just using execute non-query. One if it is greater than 0, I'm just labeling it updated successfully, not updated. Password does not match. Otherwise, if this is not done, if I want to use the mobile number, same thing, employee dot set mobile equal to n. I'm just storing here where user equal to k. I'm just using the same code here. So this is how user page is designed. Then we'll see admin page. So this is my whole admin page, and this is called grid view, so everything, our whole table can be viewed here using grid view. So user password register and this one. So here this is the thing, you can, if you want to change the database connection also, you can change it. We can just drag and drop it from tools. If you have tools, we can just drag and drop it, all these things. So we'll see what I wrote in admin dot. So let's see here, the same thing, the connection string I had it here. Then on load, I'm just putting the detail is something that I want, like log or something, we can say it will be a log. So if button presses 1, I'm just going to insert it dot axpx, and if button presses 2, I need to go for update dot axpx. 3, or if 1 is insert, second button is update, and third button will be my delete. So I'm just checking if the username is exists or not. If the username exists, I'm saying delete from the employee where user you, what the user entered, I'm just deleting it. Execute non-query, I'm just deleting it. Deleted, I can write it here deleted, or I can do it anything. So if I'm just updating, see how we can update grid view. Grid view 1 is my grid view id dot data bind, so I'm just binding the data. Next one is, I'm just taking the u, select star from employee where you, I'm checking it again here. We execute non-query. So while r dot read select star from employee, I'm just storing everything in the result, and I'm appending it to my details, my label. If process logout, it goes to main.axpx. Now we'll see register.axps, the same thing. Register.axps is nothing but if user not update is over, right? Then we'll go for my register, we'll see it later. Then update, yeah, update.axpx. So in update.axpx, if you remember, we have two buttons here, update user.axpx. Yeah, the same thing, I have to open it here. No, update.axpx, yeah. So I'm just saying the same thing. If I use thing, that the same thing, a user also have these things. String, I'm just string user password, then I'll show you the layout also for this. See, this is my user, I have password, register number, salary, mobile number, then submit and details. One more label is also there. So if you see it here, I'm just storing the username, password, register number, salary and phone number into strings, different strings. I'm just opening the connection, I'm just checking whether the user is present or not. If the user, this is how we can check count from employee. If it is exist, I'm just going in update employee dot set password, register, salary, mobile. I'm just using these things here, PRSN where user equal to you. So if where the user is equal to you, I'm just updating it everything. So I'm just normally execute non-query like before only. Execute non-query, details done, I'm just putting as done, else I'm doing nothing. If user does not exist, I'm displaying as user does not exist. So this is how the same thing we can update. The same layout I had it for insert.axpx insert file, the same thing, but here I'm just checking it in a reverse way. There I need to have the user, then I'll go for it. If I don't, here in insert I should not have that username, so I'm just checking if it exists, username already existed. Otherwise I'm just inserting into table all the values. I'm just inserting all, I'm just going into command dot and execute non-query. So and it goes back to my admin.axpx whenever I click inserted, so it will be updated in my table. So this is how I just inserted and updated, and this is how I did it my whole admin page also. Now we'll see the register. The register and inserted both will be the same thing. See, I'm just getting the query star query, and this I'm just checking the P will be my password and PR will be my repassword. I'm checking both the password and password are equal. In my next experiment, that is if you're using master page, and we can also use the validations later on, I'll explain you. If exist, then label1.text username already exists. If it already exists, like before only, if we want to insert it, if the username already we cannot insert it, so I'm just displaying it. Then insert into employees, the same thing, then execute non-query, then re-entered. So this is how I created my whole employee management in ASP.NET. Thank you.